Should you fire your SEO company? Here are 4 questions to ask before you make a decision. First, have you seen any results so far? For example, we know you're not on the first page of Google, but maybe you're on page 8 and you were on page 13. Have they gotten results so far? Are they moving in the right direction? That's always the most important. And it doesn't necessarily mean if your website moves in the wrong direction for a week that they're doing a bad job. Sometimes that happens. But generally, are they headed toward the higher rankings in Google? Secondly, how long is it taking them to do that? It shouldn't take them 6 months to get you ranking on page 8. So if you're only on page 8 after 6 months, that's something you want to look at and say, they're not doing a good job. So they need to get you ranking sooner than that. Now, keep in mind, if you started with a new website, it's going to take them longer. But even if it was a brand new website, you should be doing better than that. Also, consider the competition. What are they up against? Is this a very competitive field? Are there a lot of competitors specifically targeting your keyword? If so, it's going to take them longer. So you want to be patient in that regard. SEO is not an overnight thing. It takes time. But what you got to do when you're deciding whether to fire someone is evaluate whether they're actually doing their job and whether you need to be patient or whether they're just slacking off. Along those lines, another question you need to ask: am I getting monthly SEO reports? Do they appear to be doing what they say they're doing, and that is working on building the links and the positive indicators going to my site? If they're sending a monthly SEO report, it doesn't in and of itself mean they're doing their job. Yes, they could easily fabricate a report and just send it to you every month, and that would be that, and you would never know that they weren't doing anything. But if they send an SEO report and with the trackings, the latest results, then that's a good sign. That tells you they at least care enough to put out that print out that report and keep track of everything and be held accountable for what they're doing. And also, if you have a good relationship or if your SEO company is really hands-on, maybe they're even taking it a notch above and they're personally talking to you every month and they're saying, hey, let's go over this report and here's why you haven't ranked, you're not gaining any traction in the search engine rankings, but here's what we're doing, here's why you're moving in the right direction, and so far so good. So if they're talking to you, if they're keeping a tabs on you every month, that's a good sign that they're moving in the right direction. You want to keep in all those factors that I mentioned before in mind when you're deciding whether or not to fire them. One more thing: